In today's program, Basic K9 Handler Training, how border guards hosted school children. The echo of Cosa Nostra, a batch of ammunition was shipped to Ukraine. Blood donations, donor border guards donate blood to top up life-saving reserves. They're loyal friends, reliable teammates, and wonderful actors. They're sincerely admired and people call their pets after them. But the daily work of these stars usually stays off-screen, and it is tough and dangerous. Sniffer dogs are the best protectors and companions in everyday life, and they're simply irreplaceable for military personnel and law enforcers. They're the best at searching for people in ruined buildings and detecting drugs or explosives. Sniffer dogs are also the first to feel danger and warn about it. What can be said about border guards? A sniffer dog is the sacred symbol of the service. The border guard service cannot do without these skilled experts. But the training of true masters of smells is long and painstaking work. School children who visited the Kennel Training Center in Veliki Mosti, Lviv region, heard all about it. More than 200 school children came here to see how dogs are trained. First up was the theory and then a small tour, and then the most interesting stuff. The K9 handlers held a true master class. Their words showed everything they could do, and even more. At first they performed training exercises. Then they found weapons, drugs, searched for explosives and detained perpetrators. The successful performance of tasks was followed by a must-have ritual. Everything ended with a long-awaited selfie, and here are the kids. They're good-looking. Who knows, perhaps there are future masters and dog partners among these young guests of the Kennel Center. Italian Sicily became infamous in the early 19th century. The widely known mafia ran it, and quite cruelly. It became the prototype of the most influential criminal network in the world. Subsequently, part of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra moved to the United States. There were times when godfathers terrified not only ordinary Americans but also government officials. The mafioso era is a thing of the past. Today, movies and certain echoes remind us of those times, like these, for example. A ship loaded with cars arrived in Ukraine from America. It docked at Odessa port. Law enforcers began to inspect its cargo. A border dog that knows good its job found 400 cartridges that sailed along with the cars. Cartridges of various caliber were hidden in one of the cars. It's impossible to find out who forwarded the ammunition to Ukraine and why. The main thing is that it will no longer fire. On the same day, Odessa border guards detained a citizen of Romania. The man was heading to Ukraine by car. A sniffer dog smelled some more combat ammunition in his car's armrest, 24 cartridges. The Romanian swore that he forgot to take them out before his trip. Amazing! Sicilian dons would have never disgraced themselves with such explanations, but it's for the better. The word donor is translated from Latin and means to donate. Today it sounds particularly noble, because donors do donate their lives. For example, Australian James Harrison donated his blood almost 1,200 times. In fact, he saved the lives of 2 million babies. His country's government awarded him the order, and Harrison is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the most active donor in the world. Nobody has yet broken the Australians' record. However, many Ukrainians are also donors, and border guards are in the first ranks. Nobody knows for sure when or what blood group will be needed, but the rarest blood is that which is absent. Donating blood reserves reduces the risk. Luhansk border guards are also concerned about this. The Green Berets help Starobilsk Hospital. Someone donates his blood for the first time, while another is a newcomer. On this occasion, the Green Berets donated 10 liters of blood, and they promised to come again. Watch next. By mail, but without stamps. How smart businessmen sold counterfeit goods, stolen scrap from stolen territory, the adventures of a copper baron in Donetsk region. A mattress for a double base. Sumy border guards are looking for the owner of illegal treasure. Though the alcohol and tobacco trade is a lucrative business, it does require a license. It's not easy to get one. You have to pass through many agencies and do lots of paperwork. There's another option. It's risky, but fast and cheap. Smart dealers organized illegal points in Chernihiv and Horodnya. Their goods were for different tastes and pockets. Business was thriving. Border guards arrived here out of the blue, and not alone, but with workers of the State Fiscal Service. Among the goods there were 121 boxes of cigarettes without excise stamps, as it turned out counterfeit ones. Investigators are working to identify the manufacturer and production site, but the shipping method is known. The goods were sent by courier service. Such delivery will quickly reach any corner of Ukraine. Dear citizens, get smoking. But remember, these cigarettes may contain not only tobacco. The Chernobyl exclusion zone. 33 years ago, people lived in this area, but it's a wasteland here now. And these are abandoned factories of the former industrial Donetsk. It is occupied now. It's a similar picture, isn't it? Only in the Chernobyl zone can a person face invisible radiation, while in Donetsk a person can catch a real bullet. The lives of both once prosperous regions of Ukraine were divided into before and after. Today the occupiers are carefully robbing Donbass, but in the ruined factories it is still possible to find scrap for free, so smart guys know where to line pockets. At the Hnutove entry-exit point, border guards recently detained a suspicious car that was headed from Donetsk to Mariupol. There was a reason why its driver became the man of the hour. He enriched his car's design so much that it became almost copper. 600 kilograms of non-ferrous metal cost 60,000 hryvnias. That's not waste paper. According to the car owner, unemployment and abandoned businesses forced him into committing a crime. Like in the factories of Donetsk, there's so much free metal scrap lying around, it would be a sin not to make a buck. But this story didn't touch law enforcers. As a result, everything followed a known scenario. Police report, levying a fine and confiscation of stolen goods. He who does not know his past does not deserve to have a future, said one famous poet. You cannot argue with that, and even a small coin can be priceless. After all, it is a piece of history. It is a shame that an attempt was made to take an ancient collection of such coins out of Ukraine via the Kiev-Moscow train. The treasure was found by border guards at the Sumy detachment while inspecting the train at the Konotop checkpoint. They found it quickly. A third-class sleeper, red carpet, and an antique package was there. A total of 62 coins dating back to the 18th to 20th centuries were found under a mattress. Only an expert can assess their historical and cultural value. The owner of the treasure is most likely somewhere here, incognito. Hey, where are you? Hey! There's no answer in response. He's pretending to be an ordinary passenger. And although the underground antique owner hasn't been found yet, we take comfort from the thought that his collection did not get to Russia after all.